So I was back in the car and back on the roads of Germany as we started our travel up to Frankfurt am Main. The weather was nice again, no big traffic, so perfect conditions for our trip up to Frankfurt. We went from Augsburg all the way past Ulm, then past Stuttgart, and we also went up to Karlsruhe and then up past Mannheim, and then we were soon in Frankfurt am Main. On our second trip from Augsburg to Frankfurt am Main, we drove a distance of 358 kilometers, and roughly we drove around 3.5 hours, maybe 4 if you count the breaks as well. And while we didn't cross any countries during that drive, if you count the first trip already, we already drove almost 1,000 kilometers across Europe. So, welcome to Frankfurt. We have arrived. We just arrived in our hotel, just went shopping because I got some accessories I forgot to store my videos that I'm making. You know, doing this for the first time, you can forget stuff. So I'm doing all of this for you, I'm spending the money for you guys. But anyways, we're here now and we are at the Skyline Garden. There we go, we should have a nice look at the skylines over here. So yeah, you don't see the most famous stuff here in Frankfurt. You don't see the very famous skyline, but still a nice place to chill. So we're probably gonna go here now, drink a coffee, chill a bit. Awesome weather, very nice weather. Let's enjoy the day. I like watches, what can I say? Alright, here we are in the center of Frankfurt. I'm right now really in the middle, the most middle you can get. And what I just showed you before is the famous Hauptwache. So no, this is not the church, it's this one here. It's the Hauptwache. It's very famous. Correct me if I'm wrong, I might say something very stupid, very wrong now, but I think it once was a fire brigade building. So that was situated back then there, and yeah, so it's a very famous historic building which still is in the middle of the city. And what I like about it is it's literally, and that's what I like about Frankfurt, you saw maybe in the pictures that I showed before, it's always like this mix of new and old. You know, you have at one moment you have these more modern looking buildings over there, and then suddenly you go a bit up and you have these historic buildings. So that's something that I just really like about Frankfurt. On our second day in Frankfurt, we thought we wanted to start off with a bit of an intellectual literary start to the day. So what we did is we first went back to the Hauptwache, which is basically the main square. And then we went to Goethe's birthhouse, which is the birthhouse of one of the most famous German writers there is, which is Johann Wolfgang von Goethe, which wrote one of the landmarks, which is Faust, which is a very, very famous drama. If you're a German or an Austrian, you know it, you get taught it in school. And of course, after we went there, which I sadly couldn't film, you gotta have a nice, amazing German dessert. After you have a very nice German dessert, what do? You get more appetite. So that's why we went to a very famous German market, very close in the center of Frankfurt. which is called Kleinmarkthalle, where basically you can get everything food-wise, from fruits to bananas to dried fruit, Turkish food, fish, everything was there for your heart to content. There we went out and headed to the old town of Frankfurt, which is situated a little bit south of the center of the city, and it's a beautiful little area of the city with all these nice, historic, colorful buildings that are typical to the area here in Germany, which you'll see right now in front of you. And I was just amazed when I entered this square here, which is in the heart of the whole town of Frankfurt, because you see this place and then you think about the modern core that Frankfurt has just a little bit off from here, and this is exactly what I just love about the city. This nice mix between old and new, this cool blend between these two styles, which is just so typical of Frankfurt. So welcome to the old Nikolai Church. Very beautiful church. I mean, look at it. It's beautiful, and it's also in this very nice, awesome square with these typical German buildings, old German buildings that you know. I guess this is the old city hall, I think. I might be wrong. Don't flame me in the comments. And just over there, oh, you can't see it, wait. Just over there, peeking, is the dome from Frankfurt, which we'll also go to. So yeah, let's keep exploring.
Starting right here. That's right here. You turn a little bit.
So that's the old town of Frankfurt, and I gotta say, very nice. Definitely the nicest old town so far on our trip. Really liked it. Very beautiful. And now we're gonna go on another thing historic. That is the oldest, I guess, bridge on which you can walk in Frankfurt. It's the, how do you call it, the Iron Bridge, and it's built in 1886. So very nice, very old. Let's go on it and see the nice views from there.
Görünmesin bir dakika.
And from there we decided to go to the Dome of Frankfurt, where we also decided to go up the clock tower to have a nice view of the city. And let me tell you, those steps. But seeing the view from there was absolutely worth it. And with that, our visit in Frankfurt comes to an end. And it's crazy how fast these visits end. But in Frankfurt, these visits can end even faster, because it's such a nice city filled with cultural and economic heritage, with a blend of modern and old architecture. It's just a wonderful, buzzing, energetic city. It's just such a nice thing. It is lively, it is energetic, but yet calming and relaxing and beautiful at the same time. And I'm not trying to sell the city to you guys. It really is a city that I really like a lot. And I just recommend it to you if you ever are in Germany. And now on to how we ended our day, our last day in Frankfurt. Of course you gotta end it with a nice dinner. And that is why we chose to eat a nice steak at a block house that was near our hotel.